Hello everyone, so we are back with, sorry it's been a long time again. I'm planning to do more like quality over quantity on these videos on this account. I do have another account which I post on, which is Original Figures, where I post all my figure reviews and stuff. And yeah, and put links down below so you can see the stuff. But today, got a little special video. This is actually my first ever 3D printed thing I've got. So yeah, it's the DL-44 from Star Wars, basically Han Solo's blaster. I'm actually going to be making it into the carbine version, hence why that's not stuck on. And I'm going to make it detachable, so that's going to be cool. I might do a video on that. I'm planning to do, this is like a series, so I'm going to do how I got this sort of look, like how I got it all smooth and everything, and then I'm going to do it like how to attach the attachments and kind of how I made them. And yeah, so like the stock and the barrel, so it's going to be the carbine version. Kind of looks like the World War One trench carbine. But yeah, so oh yeah, also we're going to be going over all the materials I use. So basically you can find those down below to how I got it like this essentially. But yeah, okay, so without further ado, let's get into the materials. So one thing I did use, Gorilla Glue. This stuff is amazing. I'm not sure if this is only a European thing. I might try, if I can find substitutes for like different countries, that would be cool. But yeah, so this stuff is really good because if you take the top off, it's actually a 2-in-1 version this is, and it's perfect for like stuff this sort of size. So it has a little nozzle where you can either squeeze it out of, or it has a brush which is really nice, so you can basically choose how you want to do it. I personally used the brush version on this, and it worked really well. Like literally I stuck these down. It says it would take 24 hours for it to fully kind of work. It hasn't been that long, but like even so, like that is not coming off. And like if you can see how much that's actually held on by, it's not exactly a lot. It's quite a heavy little piece of scope. But yeah, so it works really well. The handle's also attached with it by a separate point, and so is the interior of the gun. It's basically splits open, as you can see, like down the seam. But yeah, so Gorilla Glue, really good 3D prints, highly recommend it. And yeah, right, so the next bit we're going to go on to, actually we're going to talk about this first, and then I'll go on to more of the materials. So basically, I got this off eBay. The seller's page has actually been shut down, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but also not surprised, because I imagine he was making a lot of money out of these, and obviously Disney maybe saw it and gave him a cease and desist letter, saying you can't do it. But yeah, so I take it that's what happened, but you can basically get this print like anywhere, because it is literally just a DL-44. It's quite a popular prop, even as a display thing. So yeah, anyway, we're going to go on to the next bit. So the next bit I used was this type of sandpaper, courtesy of my granddad, thank you. I'm going to put the actual sandpaper down below, so yeah, the actual grit and stuff. I don't actually know the grit at this point in time, but I've rung him up and asked him, so I can see what he says. But it is really good. It's like the stuff that you use on belt sanders, if that makes sense. And yeah, like heavy duty industrial stuff, but it works super well for 3D prints. Like this is so smooth now. And yeah, originally this did actually come all grey. As you can see, like kind of bits here grey. You can kind of see some of the print lines as well, but I'm not really too fast. This is like my first kind of job actually doing anything like this, so I'm quite happy with it. It's quite smooth. It did take a while, but yeah, once you get it done, it's like amazing. Like the scope is completely like no print lines whatsoever, so that's awesome. But yeah, so the next bit we're going to go on to, I haven't actually got this with me at the time being. I'm going to take a picture of it though in the future. I'm going to put it up here. It is the primer I used. You can basically pretty much use any primer. When you're doing this sort of thing, you want to spray whatever you're making and then sand it and then spray, then sand it, then spray, then sand it. But you don't want to stick it all together first. For example, these bits were all separate bits. This is like one big long piece, as you can see, kind of like the clamps. And then I stuck the clamps on the top. And yeah, basically you just want to do that, like keep on doing it until it's smooth. We didn't really worry too much with the barrel, mainly because you're not really going to see it in a way. It's like the scope's covering it quite a lot, and two, we kind of did it quite a lot. Unlike the scope, which is like huge, you can see that quite well. But yeah, but I'm going to be putting a like sight in here, so some perspex, probably spray paint that black as well, so it'll give it a nice sort of scope look. But yeah, so that is that. So basically, yeah, the three things I used was Gorilla Glue. Highly recommend, especially this stuff. You can get different colors. I'll put this one down below specifically, and it should come across all like I'm basically associated with pretty much all of the main Amazon stores from around the world. So yeah, it should take you to your country if you're from like a, I don't know, like biggish country. But yeah, so yeah, stuff like America, Canada, France, just places like that. UK obviously. Yeah, same with this stuff. I'll put this down below so you can get some stuff of this. It comes in big reams, so you get quite a lot. And I kid you not, I actually used one piece of, like, not even this, like a rip, and it managed to do all the gun. So that is amazing. And then finally, I used the spray, which I haven't actually got with me at the minute because I don't know where it is, but I will put a picture up of it now. So yeah, you can basically get all these down below, as well as all the other stuff I used, like belt sander, glue gun, heat gun, just all stuff like that. So yeah, that is basically how I went about doing it. Also, when you're doing certain bits, you want to do it so it's going the same sort of way, and you don't want to sand it too much to make the details like completely flat, because otherwise that wouldn't be too good. Also, for the filler in the middle, I use stuff called Quick Seal. Now, I know you can get it in America, UK, I'm not sure. That might not be below the filler, because I'm not sure if you can get it on Amazon. But the rest of the stuff I used, yeah. But basically, you can just use pretty much, most fillers work alright, and then my granddad just used a knife to carve bits off, like as in the filler. And yeah, the seams I think look pretty good. I mean, we got like little bits down there that I got to fill again, but other than that, it's perfect. And yeah, so that is basically episode 1, I guess, of the DL-44. I probably won't make another episode for a bit, just because I've got to do the whole magnets and buy more materials, and actually make the thing to make the DL-44 carbine. But yeah, so basically with this on the end, that's what that looks like. So it's a really cool prop. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this little cosplay video, and yeah, goodbye.